Well, welcome to Torg Tuesdays and Happy New Year. I am JM, the GM of Torg. Hopefully you all tuned in last night for Heroes on the Edge of Desolation, where we kicked off the new year with a new GM, with Becca taking a step away from Torg and jumping into the GM chair on 13th Age. So we are sad to see her go. We are also, Lily has had to take a step away for other reasons as well, but we are back with Imiza and Archie. We're going to start with you. We'll bring your new character in. If you guys remember when we last left off in the Nile Empire, sadly Kage died at the hands of his nemesis, the Frenchman. The group managed to foil the Jade Scales plot, but not recover Archie's boots. Nor find out whether
the detective
Lapis was actually
good or bad.
Good or bad. Yeah, it was left
like
very ambiguous.
I don't like that.
You didn't like that? No. There's a very specific reason why it was left ambiguous.
I know.
But I'm going to leave that a mystery. So we're going to start off with the two of you and Aysle, and we actually have some new characters who will be joining us next week. But for tonight, we're just going to ease back into Torg with a high-speed chase.
Okay.
So,
Dun, 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 dun.
Aysle, the Cosm of Aysle is located mostly in and around what is the United Kingdom. It is its overlord, whereas the Nile Empire had Dr. Mobius.
Dun, 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 dun.
So glad we've gone to Aysle. Aysle has the High Lord Angar Uthorian.
Dun, dun, dun. No, doesn't quite work.
No, it doesn't
We're
quite
in
work.
magic.
We are in magic.
You gotta make a dragon hiss or something.
Yeah, give me all right, dragon hiss.
Hiss.
There we
Pretty
go.
sure dragons.
Yeah, dragons are apparently dying off in Aysle. So Aysle has different rules than the Nile Empire. So as you may know or may not know, every time you guys switch cosms, the rules of the world change. And that's represented kind of in three ways. First of all, the stats for what triggers reality checks are different. So magic is much higher here, for example. Tech is much lower. Also, the Cosm cards change. The Cosm cards, where you each get one, it reinforces slightly differently. And then the laws of the world change. So the first law of Aysle is the law of magic. So this one only applies to you, Imiza. But when you make a magic check, you may spend shock to gain a bonus to your skill check.
Okay, a bonus of what?
1 for 1, up to however many adds you have in the skill that you're using. So what's your conjuration skill adds at?
14.
So
No,
it's just the
skill.
Just the skill.
Oh, the skill
Yeah.
is 9. My add is 5.
Your add is 5. Okay, so you could spend 5 points of shock to get another plus 5 to that. You go all the way up to 19. There's the law of light and darkness, and these are really represented by the Cosm cards. On Aysle, the forces of good and evil, of light and darkness, are very active, and they're very present throughout the Cosm. And last but not least, there is the law of enchantment, which says anytime you guys roll a 60 or higher, one of your magic items, or one of your items takes on the enchantment of the realm and becomes a magic item.
Yes. Magic,
So-
all the things.
But it has to
Come
be
on,
60.
It's got to be 60.
You had one of those
You
last
had
cosms.
one of those in the entirety of
So one of the group or the person that
the person
got
who is
the glory?
doing it, and one of the items that kind of most relates to what's going on.
But if we got one of those bonus die, like remember that one time we all rolled 2?
Yeah.
That's when the magic happens, friends.
That is when the magic happens.
Yep.
It also happens in the streets of London, which is where you happen to be
Yay.
racing down, trying to chase down the man who has Archie's boots.
Really?
So do either of you, yes? Do either of you have the drive skill.
Just an internal drive that keeps me going.
That's fair. So, which one of you are you each writing separate cycles, or are one of you writing?
The question I had is, I thought this was more magic-y medieval.
Yes, except London is one of those zones that falls into
In between, so.
Yeah, yeah. If you look at the map of Aysle, which I'm glad you asked.
Please refer me to the page.
The page in your books, if you're following along at home or at the table, is page 29. You will see that London sort of falls on the edge. It's a
hard point.
It is a hard point.
Oh.
So on the place that you're at, Mark, you're still in modern day London, or at least part of the outskirts of it.
Very well.
What does pure mean again?
So
on the map?
A pure zone is core, is cosm, is Earth.
Okay. So it's like half and half. We see.
Well, where we're at is half and half.
Yes, in London.
Sort of.
Well, it's more pure. The mixed are faded.
Yes.
They're not so dark.
Oh. Okay.
The darker triangles are the dominant.
Hmm.
That is in place. Magic and knights and unicorns.
It looks pretty dark to me, though.
Unicorns are tasty.
No, the dominant. We're not eating unicorns. We're making them our friends if they're in this game.
Gervais has a history with unicorns.
I do.
Yes.
I love them. I will fight somebody for a unicorn.
You have multiple times.
Yes, because people
alright.
have stolen them from me.
I don't know if you can like definitively say that, but
Didn't she betray the group over a unicorn?
No, Brad killed my unicorn.
Brad did kill your unicorn. Who killed whose unicorn is beside the point. What I need from you guys is if you do not have.
Yeah, I don't have drive.
No.
I had a driver.
All right. Well, which are one of you driving, or are both of you driving at this point?
I don't have that skill either. So
you will
what?
be rolling off decks.
My dex is 8. What's your dex?
Okay, she can ride the sidecar and sling spells while I drive.
Okay,
Alright.
good.
My dex is 12, so I will
That's great.
make it a fair attempt at this.
All right. So the guy you are chasing, you can tell, Archie, you haven't been here for long, but you can tell that he's headed for the border between realms. He's also riding a horse that every time its hooves click off the pavement, it throws sparks. Man is in cloaks, wrapped from head to toe, except for spectacularly well-maintained, standard issue, 1st Regiment boots.
What are you gonna do? Are we trying to get his boots? Is that our only purpose?
You can see on one boot, upside down,
Fry him!
it looks like a V with a line across it. On the other foot, there definitely looks like a lowercase d. But you know that in reality, is if you turn them upside down, it would be AP for Archibald Peacock.
Exactly.
So, here's how a chase scene works. It's a dramatic scene, so we'll be using the drama cards.
Yes.
Would you like to cut
Sure.
the deck?
Now, has this remained unchanged?
No, I shuffled it.
No, I mean
Oh,
the type of
nothing.
deck.
Yes, nothing
Okay.
has been added or taken away from the drama deck. It is not all critical failures. I tried to order a bunch of drama decks. All right. So this will work just like a regular dramatic scene. You will get +2 to your roll because of the speed of your bike. And you will take -2 to your check.
Okay.
For each step that the mysterious person on a horse is away from you. And at this point, you guys are starting at step A, and it is on step B, which means it's just a little bit further ahead of you. So you're going to have to try and catch up to this person before
Can I cast
he gets
magic
to
through
D.
that?
You can, but you'll take a -2 to it.
Even though my spells go like 50 meters?
It's not so much a matter of the spells. It's just
Your
one, the range
concentration.
bands are very nebulous, and 2, you are trying to focus on a guy while he is on a sidecar. Sometimes
I've got bugs in my eyes. Okay, I understand.
that's true, and in your mouth. Yeah, that's the face that you're making right now. All right, so if you are ready,
D20. I know it's been a while.
I was selecting which of the many I have to roll.
That's true. It was a matter of
Preference.
Which one called to me?
yes, as the vehicle of his vehicle drive.
But I'm at +2.
Yes, but ready? So starting off, it is so you are able to you could advance A, B, all the way to C if you want to take a multi-action and take -4. You could catch all the way up to him if you wanted. The card reads comeback. Any skill that you take will net you a card.
Ooh.
Any skill, huh?
Yeah, let's catch up.
Okay.
I have cards that help alleviate this problem.
Oh, good. I have stuff that when we find a fallen foe, we can loot the body, basically. Can't wait to do that.
So, first one I'll play is leadership.
Okay, what does that do?
It allows me to give 2 cards to Gervais, and you give me 2 more cards.
Oh, thank you.
Wait a second. That doesn't seem like...
Seems like a great card.
I'm just hoping I get more. Coup de grace. Okay.
You got chippies. Already.
It's off to a good start.
Much better.
So you get +2 to your final roll, and the DN for this is only a 12. So you're just trying to advance one step. You're not trying to split up your actions. And
You know what I'm saying?
Really
I'm trying to -4. I'm trying to.
oh, you're going to try and go, okay,
Yeah, so I'm -4.
to your total roll.
Yeah, so -2.
Net
plus
minus
2.
Net minus
Net
2.
-2. So,
This may not be as dramatic as I thought.
yeah, that's 20 minus 2 is 18.
Is 18?
My
All
net
right.
is 18.
Your net is 18. All right, so Imiza, Archie guns this cycle and hissing around a corner. Back wheel sort of on the sidecar, kind of clipping against some old cobblestones, running right up against the curb as he takes off, and he grows closer towards the guy on the horse.
Would you like me to lightning bolt him? I mean, fireball we've established is deadly. So is lightning bolt, but...
Can we still play cards out?
You can still play cards. Well, you don't have to. This is a dramatic scene. So it's
Okay,
not
so I can
combat.
just... Okay.
So you can just put them out there in a dramatic scene, right?
You can use them. You can use them as normal if you need to.
Well, I have a +3, should I?
All right, so you're
But I
lightning
gotta-
bowling this guy.
I
Or lightning
am.
bolting this guy.
I might use it just to, really get him. But,
Then you can use your stamina to...
I know, but
Your shock.
my shock is
Or
only
shock to-
9. But so I'm going to do that. So, 22 versus, I don't know what. That's not.
Now you rolled a 22. I mean, that is an
It ignores 4 points of damage. Oh wait, I forgot to subtract. What am I subtracting? 4 or 2?
2.
So 20.
Even though it closed in?
Well, yeah, because yours happened at the same time
Okay.
she's doing it.
So it ignores 4 points of armor.
And what? So your total is 20.
Yes.
All right, you definitely hit this guy with an extraordinary success. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah. Extraordinary or
So that's another-
outstanding? So 2 bonus
Outstanding,
die.
yes.
So is that
2d6.
That's 2d6, yep.
2d6. 5 plus the 16 points of damage. So 21.
21.
Zap.
Did I do that math right? I think so.
All right. You hit this guy with a lightning bolt, and instantly the horse disappears, and his charred corpse hits the ground, skittering
Sorry,
across the
horsey.
streets of London.
I don't think it was real.
Are his boots intact?
Roll a d6.
Because you'll never forget. You told me to do it.
I don't.
Remember.
You asked to do it. He did not tell you to
He
do it.
told me to lightning
I
bolt
didn't say
him.
fry him.
2.
2. They're gonna need a lot of spit and polish.
It's okay.
Just a lot. In fact, when you try and retrieve them, there is definitely burnt whatever this thing is,
Gunk.
like smoke rising out of the boots. and you're not sure that smell is ever coming out.
They've seen worse, right?
They have.
Oh, they have? When have they seen worse?
There was a time in the Crimea, wading through the guts of what used to be my compatriots.
Wow. Archie has lived a dark.
That's why the Gray Man doesn't scare me.
The Gaunt Man?
The Gaunt Man. Sorry, Gaunt Man doesn't scare me.
You and your team.
Ooh, I have a team.
You do. It's more of an equal partnership.
Team of one.
Well, no, there's definitely more than one of you. There is a total of 3 of you.
Okay.
Received orders from the Delphi Council. You are to meet up with another council team that is operating here in London.
Excellent.
Because you have no clue what any of this is in regards to. But something that went down, you heard about this operation down in the Nile Empire where this group was able to save a bunch of locals, kind of revert them back to the dominant, or to core Earth Cosm, and get them out and put a major thorn in the High Lord's side. And all the other High Lords for the last couple of months have been on higher alert. So the Dark Lord here is, you know that if you cross into Aysle, that borders are being patrolled. You're going to have to talk with some of the contacts that you've made in the area. There's a number of members of the Elf Resistance that kind of help smuggle Stormlight Knights in and out of Aysle.
Okay.
But you have been selected by your team to actually go meet these people and go to a Delphi Council briefing.
Very well.
Where would you two be staying in London? Would you be staying on the Isle side? Would you be staying on the core Earth side?
Buckingham?
I probably prefer to stay on the Isle side. That's where
That's
my
fine.
peeps are.
That's where she's from, so.
I've got a hookup there, I'm sure.
Your mage friend?
Another mage friend. No, not my
Elf
sweet
friend?
love. Alistair is chilling in another land.
He is.
Right
Very
now.
You guys have spent the last couple of months, one on that aircraft carrier where you got your first mission controlled by the Delphi Council, which they have gone over just all of the data that you guys brought back from the Nile Empire. The tablet, what records you were able to recover from Dr. Lazarus and his daughter, what she remembered. And looking at that strange falcon necklace and the rubbings that you guys took of the inside of the sarcophagus lid. And while they didn't really have a place for you to go, they said they would contact you as soon as they were able to kind of figure things out. They have agents that are working in all of the cosms, so they're gathering information, going to bring it back. You went back to Aysle, Archie. You went.
Closer than.
It's closer
Or
than
Rush.
Arash. And really no one chooses to take an R&R in Arash.
That's true.
Right? Nope.
Nope.
Someday we'll go there, and horror will be. So, you have a small cottage outside of a small town in Aysle. 30 miles inside the border between Core Earth and Aysle. Your main Delphi Council contact has been Archmagus, Dorina Lightfeather. And you received 2 messages in the last week. One was letting you know about the fact that Archie's boots were being smuggled into Aysle.
Like magic
Any
boots?
information that you could have gotten from the person was obliterated, also with the lightning bolt. But the second was that they were going to be sending you, they're going to be combining 2 Delphi Council teams for the next stage of the Council's plans here in Aysle. They've uncovered the next step.
I forgot. I feel
Yes.
like I need to go back in time. I was supposed to loot the body.
Yeah, you can do
There
that.
wasn't a whole lot.
I think there wasn't anything left.
Yeah, you
We did loot the body.
you
We
fried.
got my
him.
boots.
Oh, but there's a magic treasure table that we get to consult with my custom card. Why?
What?
Why
You still get to use it. Like,
Some other time.
yeah, if you would like to use it now, you can. You can always
I
choose
say
to
we
use it later.
Boris
Hey.
for his armor.
Hey.
But if now that I know that we were supposed to interrogate that guy, not fry
Well,
him
then
for
maybe
your
you should
shoes.
come up with some spells that don't fry people, like stun or sleep or.
I do have stun. I could take stun. I'm trying to decide if what my next spell will be because I have an upgrade. I mean,
You know, if you take fly, you'll never use it.
I know
'cause
I'll
the
never
opportunity
fly.
will never come up.
I know.
If you don't have it, you'll wish you had it. But
Stun is
stun
maybe
would be good because sometimes it is good to knock out the bad guy and capture him.
Not just kill him,
That's
burn
true.
them to the ground.
We can do that later.
Truth. Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt. Please
No,
continue.
that's fine.
We're joining two to become one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of a marriage of two Delphi Council teams. One that was operating here in Aysle, they were betrayed by one of their own and went from a team of 6 to a team of 3. And so with MC Fang and his human, whatever her name was, just kidding, Lily, heading back to the living land, and no one really know what happened to Imiza. The council is sort of combined.
Imiza, we know. her
Sorry, yeah, Lapis combined into 2. So,
Yep.
you were being told to head to the church at the center of town. It's one of the few buildings that hasn't quite translated over,
Okay.
and that the other team would arrive there, and that Archmagus Dorina would be able to explain to you what was going on.
Okay.
The door to the church opens. And what do you look like?
That's a good question.
What is your race?
What does I'm a human,
Oh.
large human, shaved head, long coat, with a big hammer on his back.
Like Thor's hammer big? Can I say that? Sorry. Like,
Yeah, I think
like, how big are we talking?
Um,
Does it have a
don't
long?
know.
Does it look crude like that, or is it modern?
it's an impact hammer. It's it's got technology in it that like probably like a piston that
Mhm.
you know.
Super Sledge from
Yeah.
that computer game.
Sure.
I don't know what that means, but I'll pretend like I do.
He'll explain it later.
Okay.
Big powered hammer.
Big like a. Does it look more modern or more
Look
like?
more modern.
Okay.
More post-apocalyptic.
Okay. Do you have a beard?
No.
You should.
I should.
I have a beard.
Should
But
be
a shaved
long.
head.
Shaved head with a beard.
There's a long beard.
It has to be.
No, it's not gonna be a long beard.
I'm writing down
You're
that you have a
writing
beard,
something
and
down.
that you're based on it's a long beard.
It's not a long beard.
We're gonna see how many weeks it is before your beard grows out.
Giant.
So you see this guy walk in.
You need to be like a lumber.
Oh, so we're in the church and he walks in.
You're in the church and he walks in.
Greetings.
Don't shoot him because we're expecting company.
You're
but
expecting
it's a bit
two
startling
people.
to see this.
Yeah, he does
large
not look.
man.
You've gotten used to the people of Aysle. People of Aysle are sort of your kind of almost stereotypical fantasy fare. Humans, dwarves, and elves. Moving about sort of the bucolic countryside of London of England that was. This guy looks like he's straight out of sort of like
Mad Max.
Techno Demon Fury Road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You see Archibald Peacock Sergeant afoot and an elven woman dressed in
I think green.
Elven woman clothes.
elven woman clothes. Trademark.
Choloskis.
By yourself? Or
Yeah.
He's by himself.
Hello.
Good day, sir.
Hello.
Oh, this is the most awkward introduction. And
They didn't give me a password.
the Archmage, Dorina, who you know, comes out. Archibald.
Lady.
And you are...
Boris. Boris Guyovich. You've heard of me. I know you have.
I'm sorry that this is the representative that they sent, but from what I understand, their team has been very effective.
I have been very effective in that. I mean, my team has been very effective in that.
Where's your team?
They've just recently suffered several losses. And I was informed that Boris was expendable in coming to see if this was a trap.
Very well. I can commiserate.
It's not! As it turns out. It's not a trap. Not yet. We'll see.
Usually if it's a trap, it doesn't look like a trap right up until the moment that it is.
It's true.
It's a trap?
It is not.
Ah,
But if it were, I would not tell you.
very well.
Anyway, this is the team that you were told about, who was involved in the incidents down in the Nile Empire.
Someone said something like that. I lost interest.
I am very disappointed that you are the one who was sent. But, did you get any information off the courier who had your boots?
No, he only had my boots.
Very well.
I think
Are
he
they
was
ma-
practicing
Are they magic
Still
boots?
kind of-
They're
Wow.
still smoking a little bit.
It's good boots.
They are good boots. Just need to clean them up
Was
a
it
bit.
the smell that led you to believe they were good boots?
Smell of battle.
You, being from Darkhold, you have experienced the smell of a lot of
Battle.
electricity pouring through somebody and charring her. Or him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I miss my home.
Good talk. Well, we don't know what is going on. We have corresponded and corroborated the Agent Lopez's belief that the map that you found corresponded to the cosms where the High Lords invaded.
The bridges.
Bridges. I do not know which one of you has
We took care of our bridge. Quite effective.
good.
Well, mostly effectively. Kind of effectively.
It's still
Good.
there.
No, it's gone. Right? Their bridges are right, or did they repair it?
They repaired it, but
Repaired it?
there was a lot of nuking that happened.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's a radioactive post-apocalyptic techno demon wasteland. Someday we'll go to Tharkul. Real feel-good place.
I miss it.
When I need a third arm.
Are you familiar with the art of geomancy?
Would that be science or mind?
It would be an occult roll.
An occult roll.
Ooh.
You guys have a cult?
I do not have a cult, but it is a mind.
Right. Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll.
My mind is 9. Roll low.
I'm unfamiliar with that.
I am as well.
I'm familiar with the term, but I didn't study that.
Dorina sighs. Geomancy is the art of studying the way magic flows through the land. Ley lines, places of power, places like Stonehenge, or the crater that I believe is where you are from.
Yeah.
We believe that that map points to locations of great possibility. We're not entirely sure what that necklace you found in the Nile Empire, the one in the shape of the Falcon of Horus. We believe a similar item can be found here in Aysle. The map points the direction to there.
Cool.
I do not know who would have placed these pieces here. The map was from the Nile Empire, yet it related to Earth. Yet, from what we've been able to tell, that tomb that you found it in, the sarcophagus tablet. The tablet alone is dated 4,500 years ago. So somehow, someone buried a map of core Earth in the Nile Empire nearly 5 centuries or 5 millennia ago. Whoever did such a thing is a person of incredible power.
So another necklace, but not the identical.
We don't know if it's
Okay, so
we
another
don't know.
item.
It's
Could
an
be
item.
earrings,
So
could
not
be a
necessarily-
tiara, could be a
Yeah, not
complete
necessarily
set.
another
Yeah,
falcon.
cufflinks.
Cufflink.
Yeah.
It's
Won't be
the
falcon.
royal jewels. We just gotta figure it out.
Now, which one of you is carrying the necklace? Or did you leave it behind to be studied? As an option that you would have had.
We probably brought it with us to Aysle to have it studied there. Because of the magic.
So,
Probably.
I would have carried
the
it.
So you carried it, and the Archmagus now is studying it?
Yeah.
Very well. Here's the thing.
Because I didn't trust anybody in that place.
In which place?
Place where Lapis was maybe good or bad.
Lapis was maybe good or bad. Or maybe both. Like everyone. A little good and a little bad. So the Archmagus has the necklace. Alright. Here's the problem. Well, the map points to Aysle and gives us a general location. We are unfamiliar with anything special there. I'd like to put your team on finding where this map could possibly lead. The countryside has changed, with Aysle coming in, overlaying core Earth. We want to do it without alerting the High Lord. Some of you are known. Some of you are known for your discretion.
At times.
I'm pretty discreet just when I kill
The
people.
last one was found.
That's right.
last
Says the
map-
woman who launched a 50-meter lightning bolt in downtown London and fried some guy on a
Nobody
a
seemed to
nightmare.
stop.
No one was going to mess with you. There was a lot of screaming. You may have blocked that part out. It's those new noise-canceling headphones that you have.
Yeah. We found a map inside a sarcophagus
We did.
because it can be buried or put in place and typically left
Right, so
like
I think
a sarcophagus.
you're right.
So maybe we need to go to a crypt
a crypt
of an old
or a
English
church.
king
Yeah.
and find a corresponding map there.
Maybe on a shield we can take a rubbing.
Mm-hmm.
Trademark.
I think so. I mean, I think that's the best bet. And that will lead us to the other location, because that's what happened last time. So, yeah.
All right, Archie, what do you know about old English kings?
I knew there were many of them.
But none quite as good as the queen, eh?
Gotta tag the queens and big dogs after her. Give me a mind roll.
Yeah, it's like didn't take any.
History.
I didn't take history
Saying you don't know much
Or-
history
or biology.
or biology. What about science books?
Nah,
Can I
got no
assist?
use for them.
I will not assist you. Don't worry.
Chips.
Unless you want me to use a
Chips.
chip. I'll use a chip.
Chips.
I'll try and bring you up. Hold on.
How are you ringing him up?
I'm going to try and assist with my mind.
No, you gotta roll individually for this.
Oh, well. I may know something. Do you add your mind to your roll? Right? No, yes.
Yeah, your mind is your base.
14. I don't know if that's enough.
How about a 17?
Ooh, I can make it a 17 too.
All right.
Do it.
Between the two of you, you come up with, Imiza, that, right, you're from Aysle. Kings get buried in important places.
Yes.
Mausoleums, graveyards, churchyards,
Under churches.
Backyards. Oh,
not so much backyards. You know that that kind of triggers that the monarchs are buried in Westminster Abbey.
To Westminster Abbey we go.
Now here's the thing. You can get into Westminster Abbey. You can't get to the crypts. You just walk into the crypts.
Can Archmagus not help us get in there?
She cannot.
Lame sauce. Okay.
So,
Is the Abbey in the Cosm, or is it in the kind of the still modern?
Archmagus, the Archmagus does not know where it is at.
She's unfamiliar with Westminster Abbey?
She's unfamiliar with where the fluctuating lines of the
Oh,
cosm.
okay. So we'll just
I
have to...
can do a portal if I can see it within 50 meters. We can
Yeah,
get
we just have to
the
get close
other
enough
side.
and then go vroom and get in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can portal us back out.
Well, I have to have an outstanding to take people with me.
Yeah, you can go and unlock something, though.
I think it's time for glory. It's okay, I have a Cosm card that might help in that.
Yeah, I think. I'm trying to figure out. I can't remember.
So here's the question.
Here's the answer.
Is there anything you want to do in Aysle before heading to Westminster Abbey?
I need to make some bullets and alchemy potions.
What's the vodka situation in Aysle?
Not great.
Gin.
There's a lot of gin. You mistook it for vodka only once. Are you currently brewing your own mash? The potatoes in the back of your safe house?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, it's good soil, no radiation.
That is 100% true.
I still check every day, just in case.
Just in case there's radiation, you kind of flip the little leather strap on your armor to see how many rads are currently in the air. Not a lot. Like normal. Normal for anywhere but your homeland.
I miss my home.
Yeah. There's just something about Aysle
Is there
that
anything we
doesn't
need
send your
to get?
teeth vibrating and your skin sloughing off.
I mean, I can't think of anything right now that I
Reminding me
need,
of
but I'm probably going to regret it. Did you brew some bullets while we were doing our thing?
Yeah, Mark, you're gonna brood bullets in the intervening downtime. I will send for your team to meet you at Westminster Abbey if that is where you were headed. Now be careful. Although much of London does lie in core Earth territory, the Dark Lord often sends agents, and we cannot be the only ones searching for this thing if
So we're going to have to fight.
Mobius was after it as well. Yeah, go ahead.
Dun!
I was gonna let you
It's faded just because it's...
Yeah, it's
We're
it's
farther
far
away.
away. You're farther away. It's not
Well,
as
you did say the Dark
impactful.
Lord, didn't you?
I did.
Yes.
JD, I'm gonna need a good dragon sound to put in there. Just a better dragon sound.
Can
maybe, is
we
what I'm looking for.
afford... Come back to...
I don't think we can afford Smaug to come in and do our voice.
You could use some
voiceover
spoken for
us.
free.
New studio goal. All right. So, to Core Earth you go.
To Core Earth we go. Dun, 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 dun.
By the time you get out of Aysle, cross back over into London proper, night has fallen. And you can see, as you make your way through London, he kind of stands out. You, a simple hood. Although, you do get some strange looks from local law enforcement. You're not sure what that's about.
Stay friendly. Big smile. Hello.
So she gets it, or he... She gets it.
does.
Oh, yes, because you're from Aysle.
Sure. Not because she fried a guy on the street several hours ago.
I don't know if they would recognize me.
This is not the elf you're looking for.
Yeah, no, this is why they're not approaching. But you can see the tower and the spires of Westminster Abbey. Large open area in front of it. Everything, like the lights on the outside are hitting it, but it looks like it is closed for... You're not sure if it's the day or... None of you are from...
Well, the gates is shut, or is it like boarded up?
It is not boarded up. The doors are shut.
Chains on the door.
Nope. Just, it looks closed.
Big lock.
Still no.
They have
You
to
do
let you
see
in for
several...
sanctuary.
You do see guards moving about. They are dressed in sort of black fatigues, and they've got blue bands around their arms, and they're carrying MP5s.
It seems like not military. Like, that seems not like the British police.
It's cute. Little guns.
Well, I guess we're just gonna.
So
try
you're
to go
stomping
up,
down
right?
the street and like...
No. I have it's endoskeleton. It's under my
It's
skin.
under his...
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
terrifying.
No.
So it's under your clothes.
Yeah, it's under my
And
skin.
under his skin.
So under your skin, what is there?
He's a cyborg.
Zan Endoskeleton Mark III. It gave me +4 to my armor. All over. Full body, under skin. Those are the notes.
Oh, I'm glad you took really good notes on your character, Christopher.
You know.
Weevilness Kage, but Boris seems Borisy.
Boris.
All right, so you guys
So you're
stand.
saying we're going to have to boil off the flesh to recover your endoskeleton.
How do you think I got it?
Okay. Just checking.
Gross.
Cyber
Alright.
Demon didn't need it anymore.
Alright, here we go. I guess
Can
let's go
we
talk.
nonchalantly scout out?
I'm graceful. And I have
Can you talk our
very
way into
low
this place?
self.
I was just gonna try to
I have a
observe.
horrible charisma.
I thought we could just go to observe and see what's...
You give me a notice roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do notice I'm going to read about graceful because I
Notice is
had to
mind?
use it.
Not find?
Fine.
Find is
I mind.
It's mind roll.
a mind roll. Oh, I'll try it.
So if only I have the skill and roll worse.
You roll worse. That doesn't seem to be a benefit for you.
No.
Oh, but you do get that one extra destiny card. You guys reset back to 4. So if you've
Okay.
spent any,
Actually, I need... No, we have 3. Oh, we have 4.
4.
That's right, 4.
I have 4 because he gave me some.
You have more, yeah, because I gave you extra.
Must be picking something out of my teeth because I don't see anything.
You didn't see anything? What did you get? You playing any cards, Mark?
It was
You know, I
it's
rolled
not even
horrible,
word for
and I
word.
only have one possibility left, so I'll save that for now.
What are
I'm
we
distracted
rolling?
by the large
Because-
guy in the leather coat. It's just...
He is very distracting.
Big hammer.
What's your charisma?
5.
So not in a Idris
There's like-
Elba sort of
There's
way.
like 3 claw marks across my face. You know.
fresh or
So the
scarlet?
two of you are
Start
the two of you as you're observing them. About the only thing that you pick up is that they are watching you back. They seem to have noticed you. There are 4 of them.
And there's like a wrought iron, like a wrought iron gate before
There's
you get
no-
to the building, or
There's no gate. It's just
okay.
it's just sort of it's the door to the church.
So if I notice that they notice me, then I will purposely walk up. Excuse me.
Oh, you trying to be graceful? Oh, I'm going to be graceful as all
Is it
get
closed
out.
for the night?
Closed until further notice to the public.
Oh, right.
Who are you with?
Security.
Private contract?
Yeah.
State security?
Where
Know
are
all
you
about
from?
state security.
The east side.
I miss it so much.
You notice that he kind of
I won't do
Russia.
that. Radiation.
I'm supposed to be here.
Okay, what did you get on your
15.
You don't notice anything as you walk up, but are you going
No,
up
I'm
with
using my graceful.
What does it do?
Well, it says page 109, but I think it's just I have a different bonus chart on that page. So it was like a +5 instead of...
Graceful?
Yeah. Do you see it anywhere? Because I think it came with being an elf.
You just, when you roll directly dexterity, so no skill, when I just ask for a dex roll, you make it at a favored. Which is why it said page 109.
Okay, I understand.
Favorite sports. Favorite skills.
Yes.
So you get a re-roll as long as it's not a mishap.
Okay.
So, do you want to give me a find roll as you go up?
It's based off mind.
Yeah, I could do that. My mind is high. 10, it explodes.
Nice.
15, 25. So, 17?
17. All right, as you get up there, you notice that these guys, they all four of them all had sort of the paramilitary kind of ski mask that just kind of came up here wearing the heavy ballistic helmet. The one who was talking with Boris kind of pulled his mask down, and you notice that when he turns to talk to his buddy, for a brief second as he turns back, you definitely see the skeleton under the skin move before the skin catches up.
Yeah, these are bad guys. We're gonna have to kill them.
What does that mean?
We have to kill them.
No, what is the...
So he was looking
He's
this
wearing a
way, and
man
as he
suit.
started turning this way,
Is he
the
wearing, like, a
skeleton
skin suit?
He's wearing a
underneath,
skin suit.
and then the skin
He's
just
wearing an
kind of
Edgar
shifted
suit.
back into place.
Skin suit. He's Buffalo Bill.
Yep, exactly. He's got to tighten his skin up. He's wearing an Edgar suit.
Move along.
No.
Do you say no?
Yeah. Yes, I do. No. I'm supposed to be here.
I think we can.
You guys see the safety?
We can talk about
flicks
this
the safety off of.
diplomatically.
I'll burn you to the ground.
We have jurisdiction
Or
here.
we can burn him to the ground, I suppose.
We will call in the local authorities. And have
You're
them
not
deal-
local authorities?
Private
Private?
security.
State security? Oh, I know all about state security.
I can't. The locals won't come near me.
The
I
other-
burned a man to death today. They're afraid of me. I say without laughing, but I can't not laugh right now because my husband's ridiculous.
You burned a man to death.
Yeah.
Today.
Today.
About-
Because I
never
wanted
say-
his boots. Well, he wanted his boots.
I hold him up as I swing, smelling of ozone.
That reminds me of home.
Make a note. This is where the TPK started.
You see the man's nostrils expand out as
Well,
he
that's
kind
not
of
good.
pulls the smell off of the boots.
Tell me, are you perhaps a little bit demonic?
You see kind of yes, radio in, tell the police that we found the one who killed Dennick. Unfortunately, she was dead before they arrived.
DNA.
He thinks he'll be dead.
You hear the sound of all of the safeties going off, and
Well,
that
that's
is where
not
we will
good.
break. And when we come back, we will enter in the first combat of the new year.
Hooray!
Yay!
All right. Well, thank you for tuning into the first half. As we had a lot of changes to kind of roll into, but when we get back, Gervais is going to try and burn some people. I'm going to try and put bullets in you. And you're going to try and keep your blood where it belongs inside of your body. So this is Torg Tuesdays. I'm GAM. This is our group of Storm Knights, and we'll be back in 20 minutes. one of the things I love about Torg is you guys keep me on my feet. So, as a GM, if you enjoy being put in the improv chair, between the cards, the drama deck, all of this stuff, even the investigate skill, like the analyze evidence skill, you guys came up and with good rolls and interesting cards sort of took tonight's session in far more of a different direction than I had initially anticipated. But I love that about this game.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you, Gervais.
You're welcome.
However,
I did nothing.
you did nothing.
nothing.
You were about to do something.
Yeah, this is your time to shine.
Yes, to shine. Like,
A
You don't
diamond.
want shiny things. Demons see that from miles.
that's right. Or it's irradiated.
Oh, yes.
All
It's
right.
more green glowing.
You ready?
Jace.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Villains go first,
No, we need to re-roll that.
and the heroes suffer a setback.
That's not good for us because they
Which
pulled their
icon
guns
is
out.
mine? The guy with the hat?
Yeah, you're the guy with
Okay.
the hat.
Trying to figure it out.
Need a new.
All right, so the villains are going first. They
And they all miss, so we go.
that's not really how it goes. One each is shooting at you guys. You said you burned a man to death today to take his boots. Whatever these things are, they smell magic on you, and they took you seriously. So, Imiza,
Yes.
good news.
Good news.
One of them,
Misses.
like you can feel them. There, it sounds like bees moving past your head. The other one, however,
Gets me.
where are my little 10 cards?
Oh, no.
No.
That's a 20.
Is that the green die? I refuse to allow that to roll against me.
No, the green die. The green die does not come out
Okay.
except for D20 games.
All
I love that you guys live in fear of my dice.
right.
38 is a plus 11.
No, you can't
Yes.
have rolled that.
I did.
I
Can I play coup de grace?
Yeah, on her.
Oh,
wait.
Wait a minute.
Plus 3. Fire combat 13.
This is a good time for somebody to play a cosmic card that stops this.
All right, so they got an outstanding success against you.
I'm gonna take it.
Now, one of the things we haven't really covered since the first session is don't forget that once per act, and that's not like just tonight, that is until I say that the act is ended, you can have what is called a critical moment where you put all of your cards into your pool and have access to them. So don't forget that.
I think it's too early for that.
Speak for yourself. Lots
Now,
of
the other
dice
thing is you guys are
rolling.
out. You are outnumbered. So this fight is taking place on core Earth. So when you came back, different laws take effect. That's one of the cool places about doing this in London, is that we could be jumping back and forth between Aysle and core Earth.
Okay.
So, when you play a critical moment, when you put all of your cards into the pool, you can search the Destiny deck for a glory card on the off chance that you could use it. Law of Hope is represented by the Cosm cards, which I will need your guys' Cosm cards back if you have not used them.
Oh, see, I should have looted the body.
And my Cosm card wasn't there.
Well, this one would have gave you advantage for 3 rounds with magic.
Dang it.
Mine
That's what's like,
only mattered
boom,
if you
choose
were
your-
playing, if you were against a reality rated foe. So I'm good. Here, I give them to you.
Bummers. Give me a good one.
Do my best. Now, you may all pick one of your cards and put them in the pool at the start because the law of underdog takes effect. The law of underdog says on core Earth, when the heroes have the deck stacked against them, that's when they shine. So you may each place one card into your action pool.
Can I play my Cosm card?
You could play your Cosm card if you wish.
Immediately refresh my possibilities.
Oh, hey. Nice, Mark.
Oh, are you ready? I'll play my rousing speech. Give a short speech to inspire us. We're gonna kill him. The speaker and everyone who can hear her gains 2 possibilities. You're welcome, friends.
I'll save mine for my turn, I guess.
Thank you.
We need more possibilities, Chips, it looks like.
So I get one. I get one more.
Everybody got 2 more from me.
Everyone got 2 more. Yeah,
I only
there's
got one.
Oh, that
Here,
one.
oh, it's right
that
here,
one.
Chris.
Oh, right there. I can see things.
All right. The other one,
That one I tried to
however,
play
as
earlier.
she says we're going to kill them, bullets spray her body.
Yeah. Ugh.
This is not going to be pleasant.
No, probably not. You're gonna have to first aid me. Get ready. Ugh.
16.
Well, you try to soak it, and you have plenty of
19.
possibilities to.
Yeah.
You're going to take 3 wounds and 6 shock.
Please.
How do I soak that again?
Yeah,
You
Reality.
spend a
possibility.
possibility, and you make a reality roll.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember to spend a possibility to roll again?
Can you do that?
She can spend a
No.
possibility to roll and then add it to the roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember, add that number.
Yeah, 8. Another
So,
No,
one's
So
a 10.
18.
One's a 10. So
8. So,
It's plus 5.
yeah. So, 16.
So that is a good success. So instead of taking 3 wounds and 6 shock, you will just take a single wound.
nice.
All right. The other 2 are taking shots at you. Boris.
I say,
Wait, I thought it was
"Ugh."
1 and 1.
Yeah. Boris, you're being
You're a big
attacked
scary
once.
guy.
1 and 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're being attacked. The
One
other
and
2
one.
guys are
Okay.
attacking
One and
you
one.
I
guys.
thought you
1 and
said-
1.
You all.
You-
Do I need to use the plural? Was that?
no, I thought. Yeah. I thought both of them were shooting me, and I don't like that.
Excellent choice.
They
The exoskeleton.
miss you.
Me?
Yeah, they miss you. And
That's what
Archie,
I like to hear.
they miss you as well. All right,
My
it is
turn.
your turn,
This one too.
and then I will describe the setback at the end.
Just
round.
They
put
look
it
like they're wearing
there.
tactical armor.
Oh, the camera.
It looks like they are wearing ballistic vests.
Gotcha. So, is it a multi-action if I try to maneuver and then shoot him?
Yes,
So it's -2.
-2.
Will you point out who are the bad guys and who are us?
The green head.
The green ones are the bad guys. You are the red one. Archie, Boris.
They're close enough. I'll fireball the bananas out of them. You guys should take a step back.
Well, you can get 2, but you can't get all of them.
But you should take a step back. Just saying. My blast radius is large.
You gonna shoot somebody?
Yes, I will. So do I roll the maneuver?
You roll once, subtract 2, and see what it affects.
So I don't have to roll a maneuver and then shoot?
You declare all actions and make 1 roll total with a -2 to each.
Oh, so it
of-
applies to...
Did
Yeah.
they not get you guys?
The 1 roll applies then to shoot
You missed
and a
me.
maneuver. Both. Okay. Gotcha.
Did he miss you too?
Yes, he did.
So just me, huh? Alright. The squishiest of the 3.
Listen, you're the easiest to hit.
You also got up there in her face and like, no, I'm going to kill you. And you're like, whoa!
Well, I am now.
You know who doesn't take kindly to them? Whatever these things are.
So I
They
will
take
shoot.
threats against their life, seriously.
I'm going to shoot the one over there.
All right, the one on this side, go
Yes,
for it.
over there.
We already killed
With an
Demetrius.
adamantine bullet.
All right, so it ignores how many points of armor?
4.
That's not a good start.
No. I'm not gonna roll this.
Ooh, it's a 10.
Ooh, it explodes.
Yeah, I got to move the other die, so I got to pull up my number or I'll
There you are.
forget. Plus 6. So the maneuver would be 20, and my fire combat is 21.
With the -2 to each?
Yeah, it's plus 8, so
Oh, okay.
I added 6 instead of 8.
All right, so the maneuver, you can either make them. You got a 19. Is that what you said?
21 to shoot.
21.
19
shoot,
a
what was the
maneuver.
Okay,
Yeah, 19 a maneuver.
All right, so you have an outstanding success on the maneuver, and you have a good success on the other one.
Okay. So do I roll dice on maneuver? Or?
No, you get to choose. So you have your little combat cheat sheet that I gave you.
The white one. In your book.
Yes, I have it. It's in my book.
So you can either make them very stymied, very vulnerable, or stymied and vulnerable.
Am I
So is
immune?
the +2 for my current action?
No, it's
Future action.
Yes.
I think I'm immune to my own magic.
So -4 for very stymie.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll make them very stymie.
So they have minus. That one has minus.
That one is
4.
-4. And I get 1 extra d6 for damage. Right?
Yep.
Infinity! Five, 6. So 20 points of damage, -4 armor.
20 points of damage, -4 armor. All right, so that's 2 wounds and 4 shock.
And I will play. I'm just putting it out.
Okay. All right, so you drop that guy.
Okay.
However, when he hits the ground, he goes flying back, and when he hits the ground, he starts to smolder.
Out of his little skin suit?
Not on fire, just the body's kind of like dissipating.
No, like you can see smoke rising out of his eyes, out of his ears, out of his nostrils.
So
out of
kind
his
of what
mouth,
happened to the horse?
out of his fingers. No, the horse just disappeared. The horse was a conjuration. This body seems to be starting to smolder. Who is next?
Can I go?
Sure.
Yeah, you guys should take a step back.
I'm going to take a step this way.
Sure, go do that.
Hit him with my hammer.
Because you had it in the morning?
You hit it with your hammer.
It's at least 10.
You added them together, right?
23.
A 23 will hit at a outstanding success.
That's 2.
2.
Yeah, 2 dice.
Double
Double
infinity?
sixes.
So that
10.
starts at 10.
25.
All right.
If
Does he
he's still,
smolder?
If
What
he's
is it?
still alive, it has the stagger weapon stat, which means he's automatically stymied.
He does not seem to be alive. What does it look like?
Did you
He's
hammer
got
him
his
in the
ballistic
noggin?
helmet on, right?
He does have
That
his
seems
ballistic.
like a very good good target for.
Oh, you turtled him.
What am I going to call my hammer?
Oh, what are you going to
The Reckoning?
I was thinking of a Russian female name, like
Oh.
Sasha or
No.
Ludmilla.
You can call it Lenin.
Lenin. This is Joe. No.
Quit stalling.
Hey.
I give you a possibility.
Sweet! I'm going to take it.
Full on overhead strike
Come
right on his
on.
helmet, and yeah, I guess you
Funny.
could say
Same team.
he gets
funny.
turtled.
That's funny.
Okay, so he goes slouching against Mr. Abbey, and you can see smoke starts to pour out of his
Well, that's new.
neck, where you have driven the ballistic helmet down into. There's a wet Gallagher-like splorching noise.
Is it 1983?
What? Imiza, you are up.
Can you draw me a medium blast range from where I'm
A
at?
medium blast range will hit 3 targets that are close together. There are 2 targets that are close together and yourself.
I know, but will it set the building on fire is my fear.
It's
Well,
stone.
It wasn't going to, but now that you bring it up, there is a chance that it will.
There's wood doors.
If you mishap, it will definitely set the door on fire.
Don't miss it.
This is where the game goes
will it
way.
Also, will it also hit Imiza?
Am I? No, because
No, she can control where it goes off.
Okay.
1.
No, I'm fine. Sorry, friend.
You should maybe use the possibility and get higher.
I appreciate that you apologize to me for not rolling a mishap where I could
no,
have you
it's just
set a national treasure on fire.
it's a 14.
It's
which
a 14.
which is what my minimum is.
All right.
So it does 14 fire damage.
All right, so hold on. So it does 14 fire damage.
Uh-huh.
All right, so they
do you
each
want
take
Do you want to?
2 shock.
I can give you coup de grace, which gives you an extra bonus die of damage.
I don't want to set the building on fire. If I roll
But I
another
think it's
dice,
damage.
That's just
I don't
damage
think-
to them.
I think it's damage to them.
Well, yeah, I guess I could do that. Okay, yeah.
Or I can also give you +3 to up your number.
I forgot I had Flurry in play,
Okay.
which means that after every hero has acted, I get an additional turn.
Oh, are you going to use that this turn?
It depends on has every hero acted.
We're going to wait for Imiza.
Do you want to add a die?
Yeah, I'll add a die.
So, add
Okay.
a die of damage to...
+5. So 19 points of damage.
19.
Fire damage.
That doesn't really matter
I know.
here.
I just.
All right, so
It's magical.
they are
flame.
both still up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They're the leaders, huh?
You can't tell if they're smoldering though because
Fire.
fireball.
Whoops.
All right, so are you using your flurry?
I would love to.
Well,
So this guy's dead.
Yep.
Is it just one extra attack, or do you get to...
I get a full turn.
It's a whole.
You know, if you get in the middle, you can hit both and take a minus.
That's true.
you
Do
can
a double.
multi-attack. It is
It's just
true.
a -2.
They are pretty dead. I mean, they're on fire.
I'll do
a little
that.
bit.
So multi-action or multi-target?
Target.
Multi-target.
Multi-target.
So my
It's -2, right?
so
Yep.
do I roll once or roll twice?
You roll once.
you
it's
roll
-2.
once at a -2 to the total, and you compare it to both of their.
Possibility. 18. Oh no, that would be 16.
16, so that will hit both of them
Okay.
at a normal success or
So-
standard success.
So just my damage?
yeah. What's your damage?
12 damage.
What-
Who would you
Will that do, man? We can increase your roll
by 3.
Oh, want to do that? So, that'd be instead of a 16, it'd be a 19.
So the 19 change.
19 will give him 1 bonus die of damage.
There we go. We'll spend that.
Okay. Good bonus die.
Bonus die damage. Infinity! That's 5. Roll it again.
19.
I told them they were gonna die, and I meant it.
So it would it would raise my melee to a 22 damage, not a 19. 19 is what my roll would be.
Oh, okay.
So 22, but maybe a 20. Minus 2. Is that still just one
So
die?
that would still be 1 die.
Okay,
But it's infinity, so roll again.
8. So 20 points. 20 instead of 12.
20 instead of 12. All right. Well, that definitely ends them.
If they're done, I want to act really quickly.
Nope. It's the setback has yet to set in, which happens
Oh,
at the end
okay.
of the round.
Okay.
So the corpses smolder, and actually, as you watch, the ground around each of them starts to blacken. But 2 things happen. One, you hear a lot of sirens,
Gotta get inside.
and 6 police cars pull up.
That's our setback.
That's your setback. That the local law has shown up and sees you standing over 4 dead bodies.
Is the door locked?
The other thing is, I want everyone to give me a find roll.
Mind, right?
That is mind.
Seven.
You, sir, are still looking at those bodies, and you're like, Sasha did good work. Good work, Sasha.
14.
14.
Because I took 5.
The sound of the sirens is you can see that there are 2 small cars, each with a single officer in it, a single bobby. The other 4 cars are larger wagon style, like paddy wagon style vehicles that have pulled up, and there are people getting out of the back. Some of them have much larger rifles.
I failed.
What'd you get?
A 1.
You got a 1. That's a mishap.
I know. And I don't think I can use the possibility to change that, right?
Nope.
That's what I thought. Oh, sad days. Sorry, friends.
A mishap on a find?
Yep.
You fall into a pit?
I gave you a card that you
It's
can play
true.
that ignores a mishap. There's a card you have.
I,
One of the cards I
I
gave
don't
you.
have it in my thing.
You
You should have 2 cards out if you didn't play them.
Yeah, you would have played one.
That's true. You should have played one of your cards.
Played that.
Yeah, but after your flurry, you should have.
Oh, yeah. I actually had that card in play.
Which one?
This may be played after. So immediately reattempt an action. The new test takes place of the failed one. This may be played after a mishap, negating the effects.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Oh, thanks. I'm so glad I had that in play.
Yeah, I thought I had. That's why I gave it to you. We've used a lot of cards tonight.
3. A
But now
3.
you can spend.
But it's not a. It's
mishap.
not a.
Now you can spend a possibility to.
I don't
if you
think I
want
need to.
Or just fail. Yeah, it's a
I'll
fine.
just fail my fine.
I was hoping to grab their helmet and ballistic armor. Blend in.
Sorry.
Put your hands in the air, and put your weapons down. Put your weapons down, and then put your hands in the
What
air.
is it? I can only do one at a time. Good
Weapons
God,
down!
man.
Do I do it as if I did not care?
Wait, can I... Is the door locked?
You cannot tell. The door is closed.
Let's just go to the door. Push it in.
They're pointing weapons.
There's many more of them. We can talk our way out. I put
Okay.
Gladys down. Very nice.
I have no weapons but my body.
Because I don't care.
You see, one of the guys is just ralphing because fire, hammer.
He's just laying there.
He's just sleeping. Just sleeping.
They started it.
They did start it.
I don't care. You just killed 4 people.
They're not
They
really
weren't
people.
real people.
They're
Look at that.
smoldering.
They're not smoldering anymore.
Self-defense?
But look at the blackness.
Self-defense?
They smoked.
Cuff them.
And their
And
skin.
you killed a man
No, I didn't.
earlier this day. Someone matching your description. All of you.
Can I try to intimidate them down? I have it. This might be our glory moment. I doubt it.
What's the glory for this one? Oh, the critical deck. Okay. I do have... Oh, can I play any card right now? Because we're just in the middle of an interaction.
Yes, you are not in the middle of combat.
So, how about...
There's a almost... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4,
There's a bunch.
5... Yeah. 4, 8, 10... 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah.
I figured about 20
May I,
with the 2 vans.
if I may.
Well, he's going to...
Oh, go.
Wait.
Right. No, you.
What
you
is the
said
order
I
of
knew.
operations
Me
here?
first.
First, outer, inner, last.
You notice an
Foil.
otherwise
Foil?
unseen item, clue, or event. It may be played out of hand at the start of an ambush to prevent heroes from being surprised.
I don't know.
Well, you're not being ambushed.
Not being
Very
ambushed.
clearly what's going on. However,
Oh,
out of the corner of your eye,
what do I see?
kind of very slowly, 100 yards away, out of the back of the Abbey, you see a truck pull out and turn. And they're drawing the canvas back closed.
They're stealing something from the Abbey.
Put your weapons down!
I did.
Hands up in the air! Are you putting your weapon down, or
What are you
you...
playing?
I will put down the hammer.
Do you have other weapons that are visible?
I will put down the submachine gun. Then, if I could, I will play Connection.
Dun, dun, dun.
The hero knows someone in the area who can lend aid.
So,
There's 18 bobbies.
yeah, so there are 18 people here. Who do you know in the area?
Who do I know in the
Yeah, I'm
area?
pushing this
well,
back
it
on
just
you.
so happens I know the very Irish head of the constabulary, who's one of the 18.
What's his name?
Are you Irish? I thought you were Russian.
He's been stationed
Constable
in...
O'Flanagan.
That's me.
Seamus O'Flanagan. Bright red hair. I am not apologizing for this whatsoever.
I would like to.
He's wearing the official
No,
tartan uniform.
he, all right, so he can lend aid. You're still getting arrested.
Okay, but you know, you might be able to get us out of it.
I don't think so.
We are working
I do apologize to all of our Irish
An
viewers.
official. This is normal core. Delphi Council mission.
Maybe.
Possibly.
I didn't roll horrible.
In honor of John.
I think I rolled.
Possibly.
15.
They still try and cuff you. Constable Seamus O'Flanagan. Boris, is that you?
Shamey.
All right, I'm going to need you to put your hands behind your back.
All right, but I know a guy.
What?
The truck
The
that she
truck.
pointed out.
She saw it.
She called it out.
I said.
She said, they're stealing something. And they're like, put your hands up.
Yeah, they. At this point, they don't care about the truck. You have murdered 4 people.
You're not
Possibly
people.
not people.
Constable.
To the average person. All right, so are you allowing yourself to be cuffed?
I will, and I will
All right, so
encourage
you
my
guys are-
compatriots
you guys
to,
are-
to...
No, I'm not going to resist. It's like,
Okay.
but don't take my boots.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I mean, prisoner. I mean, shiny mountains.
Sergeant Archibald Peacock.
Thank you, Sergeant. And then
And I guess if we're going, we're going. But I'm my own
Just a little
weapon.
frail elf, so, like, put your handcuffs on and
yeah,
then
your
you slip
character's
off.
basically like
Is it-
Mr. Glass.
Is it cold iron?
It is
on
not.
an elf?
It is just. Well, that's a good question.
They try to cuff you, but the cuffs aren't big enough to go around your meaty wrists. It's
No.
like,
In the back of the paddy wagon, the constable gets in. You guys are escorted, locked to the wagon. All right, so tell me what's going on.
I'll explain. They attacked first.
They were
I don't
not
think
human.
they're human. You know, certain things you see that
No, I know. This is a crazy
doesn't
time.
go into the official.
But you understand why
report.
I've got to take you in.
No.
You. Right now, there's 4 dead bodies, and you look awfully like the woman who was being driven around by a man who looks very similar to this one. The 2 of you stick out like my brother's 2 sore thumbs.
So here's the deal. Could you just pretend like I've hurt you and like I can throw a bolt of lightning on the engine of this vehicle and we can
Yeah,
get out?
no, listen, I understand that you're pointy ear lettuce eater, but there are channels, like official channels, and I tend not to like to have dead bodies. It's a lot of paperwork.
I can make them go
if
away.
you notice, the body's kind of melted away.
Just call
No, the bodies are still there.
I thought they smoldered and kind of...
They started to smolder, and then they stopped. They charred the ground around them, but at night, it's very hard to see that.
Why don't you just say the other one was a random lightning strike?
4 of them.
Atmospheric phenomena.
Lightning straight down one of London's
Weather.
main thoroughfares.
Science. Am I right?
Perpendicular to...
It's-
Do you know what
it's
science...
science.
Listen, we've had drinks. I've seen the... I'm not sure you know what science means, lad.
We can't not. We have to go after that truck. I'm very worried about this.
Yes, it is imperative we get that truck. It has...
What
we would
truck?
at least look into
None of us saw a
perhaps a theft from the Abbey's crypt. Mausoleum. The place where the dead kings are buried. Not like in Russia, but here.
Right, in Russia, you just sort of...
Throw them in
nest
the
your-
woods and then...
You
and
nest
then,
your kings, yeah?
Then you throw them in the woods and then that's about
I do not ever want to go to where you're from.
it. I miss it.
He pulls out a handkerchief. This is happening.
Very
before.
loudly.
All right, so you said you're on official business for...
Delphi.
Do you have a contact? Do you have
Yes.
credentials?
Sure. Don't we have them?
No, you don't actually have credentials.
I can pretend. Oh yes,
Shouldn't
it's
have
my
official ID.
Do you have just
it's my
psychic paper?
this is my necklace.
You flash your library card. What yes? decorated war hero. Not sure I recognize any of those, though. Are those even from this century? Apologies.
I'm older than I look.
Alright, listen. I'm taking you in. Suspected murderer. I know that he's with the Delphi Council. If we can get a hold of your superiors.
She's not gonna like it.
Archmage's Dorina Lightfeather.
Oh, her. Delightful woman.
Do you want to really make her angry?
I don't think I'll make her angry. I'll have a nice, pleasant call. By Raven or Fox or...
Smoke
However...
signal.
What?
Smoke signal.
No, I don't think that the Aysle does that. We'll go down to the special cells. And he raps like 3 more times on the front, and the whole carriage sort of takes a sharp turn to the left.
We have to get out.
All right. Listen, as a friend, favor to Bori over here. I'll check out. I'll have some men go check out the bodies when they get to the morgue. I'll see what I can do about. Can't excavate any of the kings.
Look, they shot her.
They did. Do you see my gun holes?
Yes, I do. But right now it's your word versus 4 very dead people.
Well, they
And
shot
Boris is not the most subtle of people. I saw which one you hit. Not carrying a big hammer. Not carrying a big hammer. You and Sasha. More paperwork since you guys came to. And you guys definitely... The car comes to a stop. You hear the grinding of concrete on concrete. And then the carriage sort of starts going down at like a 45 degree.
Does the carriage have windows in the back, like a traditional paddy wagon would?
It does, but it slid shut.
Unfortunately.
But you definitely feel like you're heading down.
Down.
Yeah. If there were maybe a village of kobolds or some other subterranean orcish
Demons?
folk, you would be heading down to their living.
Oh, yes.
Down.
Perhaps to Cobaltville?
Goblin
To
Town.
Koboldville, yes. Doesn't have the same ring to it, does it?
Cobaltville.
Eventually, the paddy
Koboldville.
wagon comes to a halt. And Seamus is like, listen, I can put you in the drunk tank for now. As opposed to putting you in a cell.
Thank you.
I haven't been drunk since I got here.
Are you getting us drunk?
No vodka.
I got a bottle of gin. I basically keep it here for the rest of the people. I've got some whiskey, though, if you'd like it.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
All right. 2 of the guards kind of come out. You can see that you are actually in a subway station. There's no car here. It looks very old, but very clean. As if it's not in public use. And you do see police kind of on a white sign backlit, 2 large doors, and 2 of the guys kind of come over. All right, come with us. Constable says we can take your cuffs off when we get you to the drunk tank. Do you need that patched up?
Yeah. Can you heal my wound?
I mean, we can give you first aid.
Sure, do that.
All right, so when you have a night's rest, you're going to be able to make your strength check without the wound penalty.
Okay.
To get your... And they take you into a very harshly bright lit room. It does nothing for anyone's skin tones, except for yours. It feels a little like you're back in Tharkle because everything's painfully bright. Only this time it's fluorescent and not, radiation. And they uncuff you, and they pull the door closed, and you can hear it locked. It is a room that has 2 of the walls have, the one-way mirrors kind of facing in. 4 large tables, chairs. You can see large metal half rings sunk into the metal of the table, and the tables are bolted to the floor.
Are there benches to lie down?
Yeah, there's benches to lie down. There's chairs to the table. There's a couple of
Lie
cots
down
as well.
and take a nap.
Sit down at the table.
All right.
I will too, so I can heal.
All right, give me your strength check.
I've never done this before, so I don't remember what a strength check is.
So it's just a regular
Is it
skill,
20?
but you're going to use it's D20, and you're going to use your strength as the base.
Oh, jeez.
I would use a finger.
It's at least 10.
Okay. 10.
Okay, you will heal your wound goes away. But that should tell you how long this takes. Seamus comes back with a little whiskey, sets some glasses down, pours you each about a fingerful, and then leaves. 2 hours later,
Before it leaves. To the queen!
right to the queen.
Oh, he's one of those clean caps that doesn't drink on duty?
No, he totally takes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. Probies come in, they refill the coffee, they give you all very weird looks, and then leave.
Is there anybody in the drug tank with us? Is it just the 3 of us?
About 4 hours into your rest, they do bring 2 very inebriated people, and these they actually chain to the tables. One is a large man, similar haircut to yours, bright red beard. His knuckles are all bloody, and the other one is an orc who looks like he had the worst side of a fist fight. They are each wearing just let me pull up my notes here real quick. The orc is sporting Liverpool colors, and the other guy's sporting Manchester United.
That's why they fought.
Yeah.
So
So
which one was wearing which?
the orc was wearing Liverpool.
Oh.
The other guy was wearing Man U.
The big gorilla guy.
The big gorilla guy's kind of...
He's sleeping.
Yeah, he's the door opens, you wake up from your rest. I don't know if you were resting.
Yeah, resting. I didn't need to
Right.
heal.
Is there
I
anything
just
you guys
kinda-
are doing while in the drunk take, or just taking a well-deserved
Oh,
rest?
it's not Archibald's first time in the drink. Or as we say in the army, the break.
The brick. You 3
Been a sergeant 3 times.
busted back down.
Work your way back up.
All right. You have a visitor. Come on.
Archmages. She's gonna be mad.
When you round the corner, Dorina is there, and she does not look happy. There is a fox sitting next to her foot. I was awoken in the middle of the night, saying that 3 of my agents were being charged with homicide and reckless endangerment.
Here's the thing.
We didn't start it.
And they were bad.
You can see that there's definitely a worry line that looks well worried. You were familiar. When you first got here to Aysle, there was no worry line.
Here's the thing. Everybody
On an immortal
that
elf.
we killed people. But they
Things.
were all bad.
We don't think they were human.
They
They,
were not
smoldered
even-
when we killed them
And their
and burned the
their
ground.
skin didn't move with their body.
Skin suit.
It was not my choice to come along, but I did.
They shot first.
They did. Do you see my holes?
I did see your holes. There's
We also think
3
they
of them
stole
now.
something.
Yes, the truck left
From
just
the
as we
Ibby.
got arrested.
The Ibby.
Yeah,
I'm usually much better than this. Usually I'm not caught.
I have something on that. You will wait, Constable. I would speak with the council business first. And Seamus just turns around and walks out the door. Blessed light, there are 3 of them. So, I know that you've just come from the Nile Empire, which is a little more rough and tumble than Core Earth London, but one thing I've discovered is that Core Earthers tend to be very particular about death. And I'm not saying that what you did was unjustified. Was it unprovoked?
No. Yes.
They provoked us.
They leveled their weapons
They did. They unclicked their
just
safety.
as we approached to investigate the building.
There in no way
Inquire.
was a threat of incineration.
Did you threaten to incinerate them, Boris?
Me, I did not threaten to incinerate them.
I could pull the secrets out of your head. It would not be pleasant for you.
Or you.
That's what I was thinking. It's like,
I'm
I wouldn't want
speaking
to ramble
at
around
you
that.
right now, Boris, but not to you. Your secrets are more like a gourd that has been upended, just flows out. But I like you,
Cantaloupe.
Boris. You have, yes, like a cantaloupe. My dear, sweet, dark old child. And him, where he comes from, it's basically demonic anarchy. We need to operate under the radar of the High Lords here.
That was the attempt.
What was the attempt? They called in the police. We should have shot the...
Because you shot a man with a lightning bolt in the middle of downtown Core Earth, London.
He was on
I
a
think
horse.
it
I
was
didn't know
a-
that we were in Core Earth.
A storm.
It's true.
Lightning bolt from the sky.
Yeah.
Does happen.
Atmospherics, it's science.
The fox is definitely glaring at you. Yeah, not like you get the feeling that it really wants to claw its way up one of your legs and just chew on whatever it finds there. Do we understand that this is a mission of utmost importance to the Delphi Council? It should be.
Yes, that's where we were trying to get
Yes.
in. There was a
We do
bus
not want
leaving.
to alert.
I know. There was a bus that pulled out, though, and they wouldn't listen to me.
Yes, Constable Seamus believes he has something for that.
Well, then we will continue on our subtle investigation.
We will. I promise we'll be more subtle next time.
I will be sending the rest of your squad to join you here shortly. Perhaps she can keep you in line.
So we blend in a little bit. Could we get more appropriate clothing?
Yes, I will have some sent to. Are you
Maybe like
staying-
with those things. They wore blue armbands. What is the significance of that? They said they had authority over the building.
She kind of reaches out and touches you on the side of your head.
Reach out and touch her on the side of her head.
Do not
Who
touch.
can play this game?
Do not touch me, Archibald. Those are UN soldiers. They should not have said that they seemed.
They were not human.
They were
No,
not.
I can clearly see
or-
that.
Elf or
No,
anything else.
nor anything else that I am familiar with.
Are there maybe 4 dead UN soldiers somewhere missing their skin?
Probably.
That is a disturbing thought, Boris, but a good one.
It's a Tuesday in Darkle.
She hands you a chocolate.
Ooh, piece of cake.
Go talk with Seamus. I will set up a safe house for you on this side, where you can find clothing appropriate to Core Earth, and the Aysle safe house will still be open to you. We will see what Seamus has to say. I will go get this set up, and I will do some investigation into the possibility of skinless soldiers from the local UN establishment. As you know,
Do you know what kind of abominations they are? These skin
there are
wearers?
at least 7 different things that can wear the skin of a mortal. The smoldering, though, is not familiar to me.
They
She gets
smoldered
this-
into the ground.
She has this wild look in her eyes. To my books.
I need to take a call.
You what?
That's one of the things I can take is occult.
Is it called?
Yeah.
Do you sell points?
Yeah, I didn't spend any.
The fox looks at all of you, even after the Archmagus walks away, and then finally turns around and follows her. The door to Seamus's office. But if you're, is she gone? All right, come on in. Tell you what I know. Sitting on his desk is Sasha, your gun, Gladys, Sasha Gladys, and unnamed submachine gun number 3. I don't know if you've named your submachine gun. Okay, not yet.
Sergey.
My hammer is my trademark weapon.
That's fair. But if you roll a 60 with your submachine gun, it becomes magical.
Magic submachine. Then it might get a name.
All right.
Boris the
So,
Sergey.
Black diamond.
bodies are being autopsied. Nothing strange as of the start. But we did find
Is there skin?
the smoldering, the charred marks. Very light scoring from my forensic team. Doesn't know what did it. Looks like a flashbang or something went off.
Not like a fireball?
There was different carbon scoring, kind of in a spherical radius, circular radius. I take it that was you, ma'am. So, I take it you are the one who lightning bolted that poor chap.
They just ignited.
Deny.
Yeah, not me.
Right.
We have it on
You
video.
do know that
Nope, not me.
Aysle is just a brisk walk, half-day's walk that way. You do know what magic is, right? Right? All right. We're all on the same page.
I plead the 5th.
That doesn't apply actually here in the UK. Nor do I think it applies in Aysle. But I'm not familiar with Aysle procedure.
Well, that's why
Or
I'll
if you
plead
have
nothing.
police in Aysle. But
No.
I do know that is not a thing here in the
So
UK.
is the Abbey under UN control?
No, that's the strange thing. There was no record of...
Why were they guarding it and not letting us in?
Don't know. I've got calls in, but hoping that you as the Delphi Council and the fighting arm of the UN might be able to figure that out for us. As opposed to, Constable. Chase that up the flagpole as many times as I want. Never get to the top.
Okay.
However, there was a truck seen leaving Westminster Abbey.
I told you.
Out of the churchyard. Caught it on cameras, caught it on several cameras before they headed out crossed over the border into Aysle.
Oh, they went to Aysle.
Did. They were definitely taking something out of the church. Don't know if it was sanctioned or not. Got a call into the vicar. See what he has to say. Would you like to be there for the discussion?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me reiterate this. This is a discussion with the vicar of the Church of England.
It'll be
Not an interrogation.
He'll be fine if he doesn't start shooting.
If a vicar starts shooting in
Nah, it's Church of England. Hello.
All right.
Will you be going to the discussion too?
I will be the one conducting it. You will be
Observing?
observing. That's a
not
good
saying
word.
anything?
I would prefer that. If you
No
are
guarantees.
Do you have any spells that can read minds or listen or
I can
detect lies or
I can take a new spell and I'm gonna keep looking. Maybe there might be one.
I can do that in the morning. We can set that up for later. I'm not saying I have authority over him, but if I ask nicely, I'm sure he'll show up. Reverend Swinton. So I'm unofficially giving you these back. The investigation will stay open until the autopsy comes back, but your Delphi Council credentials have been, and he looks to a little char mark on the edge of his desk where it looks like there was something about A4 sized that then ignited. Have been thoroughly represented.
I lift up Sasha. Sorry about the stain.
Is there oil all over his desk now, too?
I was thinking blood.
Oh, okay. Gore. The gore stain. Yeah, they haven't cleaned that for you.
Good.
Yeah, I'm just going to order a whole new desk. Sure, I'll get that in 4 or 5 years. All right, I'll
Windex.
give you a ring when we get the vicar in.
Okay.
A ring?
Oh, right. Do you know where you're staying?
Yes.
We're
Here.
staying at
Here.
a previously revealed safe house.
He writes down a number. Do any of you actually know how to use a phone?
I probably do.
You would be the guy.
Divorce would be.
If not, you know that one of your teammates does.
Oh.
When you get to where you're going, give me a call. Use that to... It's a... Oh, Lord.
It's a box that allows
I
you
know.
to communicate.
I would know what I mean.
Yeah, he doesn't know that
Communication
you know that.
devices.
Yeah, it's a communication device.
Yes.
There's no magic,
Okay.
no demons,
That's good.
no radiation. You just pick
we
it up,
can- we can
you
never
type
know.
those numbers in, you hit send. It'll magically connect you with me.
But you just said no magic.
It will technology you,
Science.
write your voice.
It's
Science.
Yeah, it will
I
science
know
you.
science. Not science I know, but I will study this.
All right. They escort you out, back up out of the depths of the subway.
I also know to use a phone. I called Alistair in the last
You
world.
did, but you're used to like... Alistair had a lot of zeros in his number. It took a really long time to dial. The brightness of a unusual day in London shines down upon you as you exit from the police precinct. What would you guys like to do?
Go to safe house? Go to safe house?
Yeah, go get some clothes. And then maybe...
At least find where the safe house is.
Check it
And
for
then-
radiation.
Demons.
Exercise it, you know.
Exercise in it or exercise it? Okay. As in
Power of Christ compels you.
of the demons. All right. You quickly find, you communicate with Archmagus Dorina, who informs you that she has set up a safe house for you and gives you the address, sort of downtown London, a flat there. That where you guys are headed just right away?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think we
then
can find
I'll
out
go
where
buy
it's at,
stuff.
and then we can see if there's shops in the area and try to fit in a bit better.
There are several. When you get there, it's a large flat. There's 2 bedrooms. It's kind of a large common area. A step up from Lopez's apartment. Like MC Fang could just do like
I
laps.
think it's a huge step up from the one room
flat in
1930s.
Cairo
flat.
ghetto.
That's right. So, in the rooms you do find, they're not great looking clothes. They're not going to fit well, but there's a couple of different changes of clothes for both of you, for both London and for Aysle. Aysle is basically like leathers and linen. London is, for you,
Can the Magic get me one of those ballistic helmet things that they were wearing?
they do give you a ballistic helmet.
And then for Aysle, I'll need more Aysle looking.
You got like a chainmail coif.
I decide I'm going to clean up, so I take a bath, I check for radiation, I fight the urge to collect the clean water into a container to store, and I bathe myself.
I just need you to know how much I love Boris right now. Like, I was missing Kage coming into this.
Are you
first
amazed that
session.
clean water just flows out of the pipes?
And it's not green.
And we don't have to sanitize it first?
And that then turns purple.
All right. So, you have a safe house. It's stocked with food. There is a phone. There's actually 3 of them kind of set up on the kitchen table. You can see that the 2 bedrooms are large enough to hold more than just you. There is 1 bedroom that has 3 twin beds in it, and 1 bedroom that has 2 queen beds in it.
Oh, that one is for companion, and that one is for companion.
I'm guessing.
My other 2 compatriots, yeah.
But then why would you?
Whose names I know.
Definitively. But he chooses not to
I'm
share
guessing
them
it's
at this
3
time.
and 2. Next week we'll find out.
I'm gonna go shopping,
Are these
but
the things he was talking about?
I would like to go shopping, but it does not need to be right now.
Do we
It
need
can
all
be
3?
over the week.
Okay.
They do one thing, though.
Why do we have 3 of these?
3 phones?
No, 3 beds.
3 beds?
You said there were 3 phones.
There are 3 phones.
Cordless? iPhone?
Is
Cellular.
one a different color? Are they all the same color?
Would you like them to be different colors?
I was going
Well,
to
if they're
investigate.
gonna call different
This
things.
new technology, I'm going to use my science. And
All right, give me your science roll, Mark.
that's why I said, oh, there's 3 of them. I will disassemble it. I have science. I can figure out how this works.
Sure you just avoided the warranty.
It's basically what it says when you drive into Thargold. Warranty voided.
Whopping 11.
Yeah, you break it very quickly.
Well, that bad.
Files are in the
Yeah, it would not hold up to a harsh march through the Crimea.
Yeah.
So you now have 2 phones. So you're
This
heading out
is
and
why
going
we use
shopping.
carrier pigeons.
Mhm.
What are you doing?
I cleaned myself, and then
Okay,
I
so
I
you're
cleaned-
basically by yourself.
and then I cleaned Seth.
Yeah, well, I looked at that and then I cleaned Gladys. And
you
reload.
definitely hear something break out in the main room.
break.
And my
Poke
boot
my head
knife.
out.
Wires.
Don't touch the other 2.
Are they exactly the same as this?
Yes.
They're exactly the same.
Yeah.
I was asking him. It's like, well, if they're different.
You gotta crack the next one out.
They're the
All
same.
right.
I almost got this. The 3rd one, I'm positive I can put back together.
He's got spare parts.
Keep the spare parts for later.
All right, as you exit the tub, as you were cleaning your gun, there's definitely a knock at the door. You hear a woman's voice. Boris! Boris, it's us. Let us in.
Natasha?
No.
One of us already called Natasha.
You just gonna call her Natasha no matter what? Okay.
You get out of the tub and grab your pistol. No towel?
You
I'm
know,
just asking
Grab
him,
a
it
towel. I still have some modesty.
Some modesty.
I'm just
Some
wondering if
modesty.
you pad to the front door.
All right. As you open the door, you do see your other 2 teammates.
Fellow compatriots.
We're going to end there so we can start the next session off with them arriving, introduce the characters, and get going. But what I want to know
Boris
is what
and
is
a towel.
Boris and a towel. What is your guys' plan? Like, where do you guys see? Or you don't have to. We can do that.
I would say, I mean, right now we have the Abbey. Is kind of the only direction
Yeah,
we
we need
seemingly have.
Talk to the
So
vicar
we
and
need to
find
talk to
out
the
what
vicar.
was missing, so we kind of know
Can we get
what we're looking
video
for.
of the truck
You can get.
from,
So you're-
from Seamus O'Flanagan?
And I'm guessing when it went into Aysle, it probably didn't go far because it's high technology
Yep.
and it's a low throw. It's probably like cross the border, stutter, get out.
well, then we should find out at least what direction.
yeah,
it
like
took.
where it crossed, so
Find
we can track where
Yeah.
it went. But we need to know: is it King Arthur's coffin? Is it King William's coffin? What was it? A coffin?
King
Was it
Richard.
a statue?
All right. So your goal starting into the next session is going to be to track down the truck and what was taken from Westminster.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I think talk to the vicar first, and then the truck.
Yeah.
All right.
Try to get Seamus's help.
Unless we get some other.
Yes, unless something
Yeah, I mean,
else
he can help us
happens.
with the vicar because he says he's going to be there. Find out where, like, yeah, I went down this road, whatever. I don't even know how they number the roads in England, but A95, and it crossed into, and then
Cross the border.
so at least we know where to go. Try to.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of triangles around it, so,
There's a lot of triangles around it.
and try.
Aysle
to,
is a mixture of mixed and dominant Aysle areas with pure zones of core Earth kind of scattered about.
Yeah.
All right. Glad to be back.
Yeah.
Like a new character so far?
Yeah. Got a big hammer.
He does have a big hammer.
I thought he was going to be
Got a big
gun guy.
accent.
I thought it was, going to be a gun guy, but he's just swinging around that hammer, and it's kind of fun.
All right. Well, we will be back in a week with another episode of Torg.
Gervais says bye.
Gervais says bye. Gentlemen, thank you for joining. Gervais, as always, it's like, yeah. No, I agree. 100%. Just fantastic session. So, I am JM. This is Iconic Production, running Torg, a game by Ulysses Spiel. You can go check them out online. You can follow us on Twitch, on YouTube. You can check out our podcasts. We do the actual play podcasts. We have Dames and Dice, run by Becca. And we have the Iconic Podcast, which started it all, where we talk about 13th Age. Mark and I and a couple of other friends. So we will be back on Thursday when we get back into Fading Suns, which will be we will finally find out what Operation Ravenwatch is about.
Cool.
And what is going on with the crew of the Oh Boy. We'll have to wait, as we will follow members of the Battle Order into a war zone. So she's back just in time to say
Goodbye.
goodbye, and we will see you next week. Thanks for watching.